We're back for week 3 of Texas Online Overtime. The Hamlin Pied Pipers, they're on the road tonight against Albany for some fantastic big country football.
Down in Waco, Salado Eagles hosting Stephenville.
The Yellow Jackets.
If you love high school football, Texas Online Overtime is the place for you.
Turn on the lights, strap up the helmets, lace up the cleats, and run out the tunnel. It's football night in Texas.
Hey, look, if you buck, we got them pinned, showing up. Back to the wrong end zone. It's our house, go home. Go home. You ain't lay it on the line like me. You ain't stopping us 2 weeks on the front line, no D. Hey, who you know to throw it down like this? And if you do, I bet you they from Texas. Ain't got no S on chest, but I'll be your hero tonight. Can't stop the long pass under the lights on Friday night. Let's go.
Welcome into another exciting edition of Texas Online Overtime. I'm Clint Brakebill.
And I'm Zach Martin. Week 3 of the season provided some fireworks from all over the state tonight.
That's right. Let's get started with our friends in the Albany area. We had a couple big matchups in the big country. The Hamlin Pied Pipers on the road against Albany. First quarter, Hamlin's defense makes a good play. The Lions looking deep, and Braden Warner there to pick it off for the Pipers, and they take over. That leads to this, a direct snap to Jackson Cepeda. Nice hole, 19 yards for the touchdown, 7-zip Hamlin. Next possession, Cepeda, he's going to take the handoff this time, breaks a tackle, and scores easily. 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, Warner swings it to Manuel de la Cruz, and he's got some blockers and a lot of room. He's going to score another touchdown for the visitors. Next Albany possession. Albany hard time with the snap. Warner comes up with that second interception you saw there a second ago, and then they get back into the end zone. Hamlin wins 42-6. Got a little behind there, but you know who didn't get a little behind? Hamlin.
That is true. China Spring on the road playing against Brownwood. First quarter, China Spring. They're going to score first. Emmanuel Abdallah. He takes it into the end zone. 8-yard score. 7-0 Cougars. China Spring on the move again. Abdallah again. This time 19 yards for the first down to the 3-yard line. Next play, Sebastian Trevino. He punches it in for the Cougars. 14-0 China Spring. They're pretty good, guys. Second quarter, Brownwood, though, they had answer on their next possession. Royshad Henderson. He's really good. Touchdown. They cut down the lead a little bit, but China Spring would respond. They give it back to Abdallah. Why not? It only worked all night long. China Spring, 35-14 over a good Brownwood team.
Moving a little bit east now to our largest region, and a region we're going to focus closely on this week, Central Texas. Salado hosting Stephenville. Eagles down 7-0. Brown on the carry, finds space, and he takes it home for the touchdown. We're tied at 7, Zach. Second quarter, 14-7. Roundtree finds Trace Morrison. He makes a move and gets into the end zone.
Nice.
Nose for the end zone, 21-7. Same score. Eagles back on offense. Reed Vincent on the carry, jukes his way through the middle and breaks free. 60-yard touchdown. They trail 21-13. Same score. Roundtree scrambles. Looks for Morrison. He takes it all the way for the touchdown to lead 28-13. Eagles down 38-19. Sinbin. Reed. Sinbin. Touchdown to trail.
I thought that was like the Bond thing. I don't know that's what we were
Oh, because I went backwards. Yeah, I said his last. Well, I just noticed his last name, Sinbent. Reed. Sinbent. Salado, 61-38 over Stephenville.
Next up in the Waco area, Troy taking on Robinson. Robinson down 7-0 already, but Joseph McHenry drops back, throws a perfect strike to Trey Stout. Oh, he's stout for sure. Rockets, they pull him down just a little bit less now. Ensuing drive, after committing to stopping him early, Herbacek shakes his way free, and if he's even, he's leaving. Takes this one all the way in for the touchdown. Troy takes the lead 14-6. Rockets trying to keep pace at this point, and the defender with a textbook hit jars the ball free. Nothing the runner could do about that. but either way, it's Troy's ball. And then it's the fullback this time, Hunter Martin, great last name, one of the best I've ever heard, getting some run, taking it all the way to the red zone, and once it's there, it's Herbacek. His name's all right. Third touchdown of the half. It's pretty good football. Who cares what his last name is? Troy, they go on to win it 48-6. We now go to sports director of KWKT in Waco, Matt Roberts, for more.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, we had a big slate of games down here in Central Texas, starting with the Salado Eagles taking on the Stephenville Yellow Jackets. The Eagles have now seen 2 ranked 3A teams and a 4A Division I team this season. Again, Stephenville racing out to a big lead in this one, but the Salado Eagles kept clawing their way back. They scored 6 unanswered touchdowns in the second half to come back and take this one. A fantastic game and a huge one for Coach Alan Hare and his team as they will continue to build on this win as they get ready to go into what is one of the better 4A Division II districts in this part of the state. So big notch to have on their belt buckle at that point with a win over a team like Stephenville. Now they've played Troy, who was ranked, Grandview, the number 2 team and defending state champions in 3A, and now they're putting a hurting on Stephenville tonight. So good news for Alan Hare and the Salado Eagles. And our other Central Texas game this evening, we had one of the most dynamic runners in the area, Zach Herbacek. If you don't know the name, you probably should get used to it because he is a Sam Houston State commit going up against Robinson tonight. Herbacek is coming off a Built for Tough Player of the Week award. Entering tonight, he averaged over 250 yards a game and had 10 total touchdowns. So tonight, more of the same. Robinson came out and they tried, like most teams will, to take him away. They could not do it. He finally shook loose, and before you knew it, he had 6 touchdowns through 3 quarters, both through the air as a receiving threat, and then several more on the ground. He even made a defensive play, knocking down a big 4th down pass. So he literally can do everything for the Troy Trojans, and he is a guy that we're going to see a lot of. Again, Sam Houston State commit, so he's going to go play at the next level, but this guy is a dynamic runner and certainly worth the price of admission down here in Central Texas. Another fun night of football here, and we don't even have 5A and 6A going. Should be a really, really fun season. Look forward to watching it with the rest of you guys. Until then, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Matt. And Zach, if you didn't know the name, you know it now.
Yeah,
Moving to Austin area. Lampasas at home taking on Wimberley. First quarter, no score. Ace Whitehead, 16-yard touchdown pass. Same quarter, same score. Whitehead, 52-yard touchdown pass to Michael Murray. 14-0 Lampasas. Later in the first, still 14-0 Badgers. Matthew Tippy finds Christian Marshall, who takes it to the Lampasas 9-yard line. Almost. Later in the drive, Matthew Tippy's pass gets tipped and intercepted by Josh Prado. Lampasas wins it 57-28.
I would have said it still got tippy. Taylor is at home taking on Giddings. Midfield. We can't always shake hands nowadays. It's a weird year in 2020.
A nice remembrance for 9/11, certainly on the night that is as well.
Absolutely. So you saw the fist bump there from the 2 teams. Cody Gill, 57-yard run, all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just ran out of gas at the end there. Then it's going to be Gage Hine, touchdown, 8-0. Or I guess 2-point conversion good. And then it's going to be Hine again, 36-yard touchdown run. They got some running backs on this team. A little bit more. Jose Leyva, 30-yard field goal. These aren't easy in high school. Right down the
Made that one look easy.
11-0. Second quarter, bad handoff on the reverse. Taylor fumbles. Bryson Kleiner scoop and score. This would make it 18-0. And then 4th and 1 near the goal line. Bryson Bass, he's going to get the touchdown to make it 18-6. A little bit more here. Holden Jatslew to Hine, 56-yard catch and run down all the way to the 3. Brian Zock, he would also get a touchdown here in just a second. They win this one 46-12. And for more from our Central Texas and the Austin area specifically, we go out to Sports Director George Wallace from our sister station, KXAN.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, that Lampasas Wimberley game on paper, one of the best in the state. But as we see, Lampasas is absolutely loaded, led by their talented quarterback, Ace Whitehead. So talented, he's going to play baseball at Texas next year, but they're a lot more than Whitehead, as we saw in those highlights, including their big receiver, Lane Havlin. Now, Lampasas last year made it to the Final Four, getting beat by eventual state champ Carthage. Carthage has moved down to 4A Division II. Lampasas ranked number 3 in 4A Division I, with Argyle and Waco La Vega ahead of them. Meantime, Wimberley, well, the Texans will try to bounce back next week against one of their Hill Country rivals, the Battling Billies from Fredericksburg. Meantime, growing pains for the Taylor Ducks, still looking for their first win since 2018. They're in their second year under head coach Robert Little. He knows how to win. He won a state championship at Chilton, won 10 games a couple of years ago at Riesel. So Taylor looks like, with their sophomore quarterback Bryson Bass, they've got something to build around. Meantime, Giddings, the Buffaloes always have a solid program. Last year, going 3 rounds deep in the playoffs despite just a 5-5 record. So that's a quick story from the action here in Central Texas. Back to you guys.
Thank you, George. We now make our way east, well, to East Texas.
Exactly.
Cedar Hill Trinity Christian going up against Malakoff. Malakoff running onto the field, getting ready to face Trinity Christian, where Deion Sanders serves as the offensive coordinator and his son plays quarterback. But on the first play, Sanders' pass is picked off by Hayden Thomas. And so we're going to move along, and that would lead to a field goal, but Trinity would answer back. Sanders goes deep, finds Robert Williams all alone for a touchdown. Just like that, Trinity goes up 7-3. Malakoff would march right down the field. Deucehart gets the carry, bounces it outside, and in for the score. 10-7, Trinity's turn again. Amari Matthews with the spin move.
Oh, what a move.
And he will hustle in for the score. Trinity back on top, 14-0. Second quarter, Trinity would add to their lead. Brown weaves his way through the Malakoff defense and in for the touchdown. Trinity Christian up 21-10. Malakoff not going away. 4th and 8. Darian Peace drops back in the pocket, finds Mosley for the touchdown. They would get the 2-point conversion and cut the Trinity lead 21-18. Cedar Hill Trinity wins 56-38.
You're telling me Deion Sanders' football team's good? Shock. Van on the road against Lyndale early on in the game here. Eagles Stadium. Lyndale's quarterback, Sam Peterson. He's going to run with the rock, find an opening with Jacob Seekford. He seeked him, and he found him. He stretches his way into the end zone, first touchdown of the night. Eagles celebrating. Vandals, they're not discouraged. QB Jackson Rainey showing off his arm, clean pass to Braden Bradshaw for a first down. Braden Bradshaw, another great football name. Rainey with the ball again, going deep into the end zone. Javante Thomas, the Vandals' explosive wide receiver, doesn't disappoint, catching the ball for a Van touchdown. Now back to the blue. Peterson stops Jordan Jenkins. You're going to see him throw the ball up. He runs it in for another Eagle touchdown. One of the last plays of the first quarter. Rainey going to try going deep once again. This pass is intended for Javante Thomas, and yikes, happens. Lyndale, they're going to win this one 33-28.
To the far northeast portion of our state we go next. Liberty on the road taking on Jefferson High. Damian Henderson, the senior, gets this long run, sets up the Leopards for their first touchdown.
Jefferson, they're going to answer. Josh Thomas, dime of a pass to Christian Shepard. It is good. The Bulldogs, they're up 6-7 in the first. And Damian Henderson, he's going to get to the 11-yard line right here. And check out this run. Takes it right, get off me, cuts it left, get off me. Wow. Again, who is this? Clyde Edwards-Helaire or something? Getting all the way down there, all the way to the 11. Great run from him. Then Malik Brasher. Kickoff return for Jefferson. Oh, this is the next play. He gets to score a touchdown here. But then Malik Brasher Oh, maybe not.
Is
This
he
is
just
going to
gonna
be
get
another
in again?
handoff. Another handoff. This one from Jefferson. Takes it up the left side. Oh, here is a little fadeaway. Oh, picked and then into the end zone. Liberty Eli, they get the win 49-14 over Jefferson.
Center at home taking on Gladewater. Horace takes the handoff for the 86-yard touchdown.
What a score.
Gladewater with the quarterback Tristan Holmes steps back and he's going to find Colin Lewis, who went up and got it for a first down later in the drive. Malachi Gordon takes the handoff and gets into the end zone. Center with the ball. Horace Grant. No, it's not Horace Grant. Gets the long touchdown run for more than 60 yards.
Kimondre Horace, remember the name.
Gladewater with the ball, and Eli Carter is going to get them down to the 1-yard line. And then Tristan Holmes is going to sneak it in, and Center gets the win 41
What a game.
to 40. How about that?
Up next, our friends in the Concho Valley. Lakeview at home tonight against Sweetwater. Out in San Angelo Stadium, opening drive for Sweetwater. Leo Holsey is going to pass it to Darian Carr. And what a catch by him in the end zone. Mustangs scored quick. Took 4 plays, 1 minute, 17 seconds. 6-0 Sweetwater after the missed PAT. Later in the quarter, Holsey, he's going to hand it off to Kamari Sadler. He's going to go left, turn on the Jets up the sideline. 35 yards. He gone. Mustangs went for 2 and they got it. So now they're up 14-0. Second quarter, Chiefs trailing 28-0. Albert Rodriguez just hoping to give some life to this team, and he does. A pass to Austin Bandy, 68 yards to the house. Touchdown Chiefs. The PAT was blocked, 28-6 Sweetwater. The Mustangs just keep pulling away. Holsey this time going to find Harrison Foster. Untouched touchdown. They go up 34-6. They win this one. You have to give Lakeview some credit. They scored points in the second half. 60-42 is the final.
Wall at home taking on Cornerstone. Again, a nice tribute. Their opening drive for the Warriors. Miller takes the handoff, shakes the tackle. He's going to get into the end zone. Warriors strike first, 7-0. That was the only offense in the first half. Wall would try to answer. Morrison's deep pass to Rios is picked off, and he's going to have a nice return for Cornerstone. Warriors in nice position. Ensuing drive, trying to add to their lead. Lucas Coley fakes out the camera, takes off running, and through the pile of bodies, loses the ball. Hawks recover into the first half. Wall trying to tie the game. Morrison goes deep again and again. Going to be picked off. 7-0 would be the halftime score. Warriors get the win 24-6. That defense showed up and showed out.
My goodness, little Ed Reed out there. Great matchup here. Midland Greenwood at home hosting Andrews in the Permian Basin. First drive, Andrews quarterback E.J. Lopez. Nowhere to go with it in the sack. Ball comes out. Chase Carroll with the recovery. Then you know what's going to come next. Trey Cross bounces one. No one's going to catch him. Boys got wheels. 7-0 early in the very first play for Andrews now. Let's see what they can do. Maybe they can get something going here. And
we're just going to pick it up in the middle of it.
Pick 6, it looks like. Pass is tipped by Chase Carroll. Taken to the crib by Riley Butts. 14-0 Rangers early. Andrews holding on. That's nothing. You can't laugh at that when I say it.
Okay.
Huge 4th and 15 conversion here for a touchdown. Lopez to Brock Torina. 14-7. Greenwood, though, they get the ball back. Cross again up the middle. Woo! He ain't touching him. He takes it in for another touchdown. But again, Andrews just kind of hanging around. E.J. Lopez. You're going to see him here. He's going to chuck it deep to John Breeden. Check out this catch. Ooh, nice little snag. Midland Greenwood, they're good. Like, they're really talented. They get the win 36-29.
Moving north from Midland, we go to the South Plains Levelland, hosting Shallowwater.
First, we're going to have Rankin. They travel to Borden County for a fun 6-man game. First quarter, bad snap. He's going to end up taking it to the house for a Red Devil touchdown, 7-0.
Can't skip the 6, man.
Nope. Later in the quarter, Deshaun Goodley. Pretty good. Yeah, but taken down there by the Coyotes. Other end, another bad snap for the Coyotes. Yikes. That would make it 3rd and 50 for Borden County. That's not what you want. That's like NFL blitz. Coyotes, they come back to win this game, though, 40-34.
You say Coyotes, I say Coyotes. Moving north from Midland, we go to the South Plains. I told you we were getting there. Levelland, Shallowwater. First drive for Shallowwater. Caleb Cox runs this one in for 29 yards. It's 8-0 after the 2-point conversion.
Good ball security.
Second quarter, Mustangs extend their lead. Riley Pinkerton runs this one from the 4-yard line in. 16-0 Shalley.
More like Pinkerton.
Levelland needing to get something going on offense. No one better to look than Isaiah Salazar. 12 yards. Lobos trail by a touchdown. Then it's Salazar again. 38 yards out. He's off to the races.
What a stop.
And he finds pay dirt. 16-14. Shallowwater picking up steam again. It's from Caleb Cox. He runs this one in from the 7-yard line. Shallowwater with a statement win, 52-46.
Sundown playing host to Abernathy. First quarter, 3rd and long. That's the situation for Carlson Holson. Let's see what they can do here. He's going to drop back to pass. It's tipped, and he comes down with the catch. For a loss. Not much offense early in this one. Scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Jess Hull caps an Abernathy drive with a 5-yard keeper. 7-0 Lopes. Jess Hull, though. Remember him. He's good. Like, really good, too. Later in the second, Hull can't handle the snap. Roughnecks, they're able to recover. Very next play, Holson's going to keep it this time. He says, nah, I don't need to throw it no more. We're just going to run it. And, you know, looks like it's going to work for the big fella. Take it all the way in. Oh, he is. That is rumbling, stumbling, bumbling if I've ever seen it. Abernathy, they win it 21-12.
Now we go to our region here in the Panhandle. Canadian taking on Bushland. Wildcats get the scoring going. Josh Colwell. He hits Hayes Huffstedler, 4-year starting running back for the Wildcats. He's played in a couple state title games. Now a nice hit. Jake Crable there for the tackle. Colwell again airing it out. He hits Reagan Cochran, who gets the score, 12-0. Wildcats, they have a very potent offense. Bushland now in scoring position off the encroachment, or the offsides from the defense, I should say. They take advantage. Second quarter, more Wildcats. Colwell rolls out. And nice touch on the ball. 46-19 Canadian. They do Canadian things. Canadian wins.
While he was out in Bushland, I was in Canyon. The Eagles had their refurbished stadium in the spotlight tonight against Lubbock Estacado. First possession for the Mats. Yikes. I have no idea. That was, you said shades of Cam Newton in the Super Bowl. I agree with you. More problems for Lubbock Estacado. Jalen Dobbins rolls out. Yikes. Rafe Butcher, he takes up the left side, and he has a caravan of blockers. Canyon, pick 6. They're up 14-0. More issues for Estacado. They're going to hand it to Raheem Ross, just a sophomore. He's going to fumble. Canyon's Brandel Barrett, he recovers it deep in Matador territory. Not long after that, the Eagles punch it in as Brody Cook jukes outside the pile, gets into the end zone. Canyon led 24-0 at half. Estacado, they've made deep playoff runs the past couple years. Not tonight, though. It wasn't a good matchup for them. Canyon's offense is good. Their defense played really well. 38-0. They get the win.
Burnet, Iowa Park in the Texoma area. Here we go. Iowa Park starts with the ball, but not for long.
Oh.
NFL. Burks, Mason, Duke with the recovery. Jaden Southard, he gets the ball. back for the Hawks. I'm going to guess interception. It is. Hawks drive. Southern converts on a third fourth down conversion of the drive.
Dominant.
Southern caps off the drive with a touchdown plunge on 4th and goal. Why not, right? If you're going to just keep doing it on 4th down, just keep doing it on 4th down. 7-0 Iowa Park. Another turnover. Ryland Stringfellow Deeds with the interception for Burnet. Nice job of getting that and a nice little return as well. Bulldogs turn the turnover into points. Mason Duke, 7-0 Iowa Park. Now Kirby Kohili with a 41-yard touchdown run, and you see what that translated to, a Iowa Park win, 49-12. Iowa Park coming off a narrow victory against Canadian. Couple big wins in a row for them.
And Burnet just coming off another big loss to Canyon last week as well. Two storied programs of Vernon and Holiday. They squared off today. Very storied programs. This is the 3rd time they've ever played them. How about this touchdown? Absolute bomb to Keegan Hutchins. 52-yard score. Vernon up 3. 3 and out for both teams next drive. So then this punt, we only show punts for a couple reasons. It's not usually for the skill of the punter, though, except for right here. Look at this thing roll. Inside the 5. Garrett Pierce now. What are they going to do out of the end zone? Roll left, roll right. Yikes! That's a safety. 10-9 Vernon. So how about we transition to the 4th quarter now? Holiday, they're driving. They're in the red zone. They had missed a field goal, so it's still 10-9 Vernon. Then nothing doing for Vernon, so they punt. But it's blocked by Kason Foster, recovered by Crosby Yurchek. And Holiday would make the field goal on the next trip to make it 12-10 with 4 minutes to go. Next kickoff, Ben Tibbetts recovers the ball on the Vernon 25. 2 plays later, 3rd and 2 on the 17th. The handoff to Cray Jackson gets to the 13, the first down, less than 3 minutes to go. Then on 2nd and 6, Jax Johnson takes it 11 yards to the corner of the end zone, and that is the nail in the coffin. Holiday, they take the win, 19-10.
And it's interesting about Holiday. Just last week, they were actually down 28-0 in the first quarter against Eastland, who has Barron, that very good quarterback there in Eastland. If I mess his name up, I'm sorry. But the point of the story is that they were down 28-0 in the first. They ended up winning that game last week, 29-28. So there's no quit in Eastland. They're certainly a very good team. As we mentioned there at the beginning, a traditional team there in the Wichita Falls area, but a great comeback last week, a big win this week over Vernon. Some statement wins this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And we kind of saw with how everything was kind of rescheduled before the year starts. There was kind of, it almost felt like not uneven matchups, but you could kind of see some teams kind of separating themselves the first 2 weeks.
Right.
We had really good games tonight. 41-40 in the Gladewater game. A lot of good things to see. Just wait till 6A and 5A get involved.
Things are going to get picked up. It's going to be a little longer season. Districts right around the corner, and college football, it returns on Saturday as well. So a lot of things happening around the world of football, and we will be back here next week, week 4 of Texas Online Overtime. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you back here next week.